So, do we really need to hit save every time? And do we benefit from saving by default? I realize this is a bold question to ask to this specific audience, but in my opinion, also a necessary one in a world that is in a global ecological crisis. For whom do we preserve and at what costs? And who determines the future of our digital pasts? These questions are at the heart of my recently started PhD research at the Department of Media and Journalism Studies at the University of Groningen and the Department of Knowledge Infrastructures, where I research the future of the personal digital archive. In my ongoing literature research, I began to recognize three recurring narratives. Obsolescence, the idea that media quickly becomes obsolete, disappears, and old media is replaced by new media. We cannot keep up with its pace. Obfuscation, technologies are designed in increasingly complex or seemingly increasingly complex ways, also known as the idea of the black box. And abundance. There is so much that we cannot make sense of it anymore, and we keep designing new systems to interpret this growing set of data. And in these narratives, the solutions overlap in the sense that the answer is oftentimes we need to save everything and build more systems to interpret this data. Though I do not want to deny the contributions to this problem and the solutions that are offered here, also by the people here, I do want to suggest maybe to look at it from a different perspective and moving from save to delete. And starting from the idea of careful creation, thoughtful deletion, and sustainable preservation. But I cannot do this on my own, and that is why I need you all here. And next to my research with individual participants, I will do field work with marginalized communities, researching how they use their personal digital archive on an everyday basis. I also want to work with stakeholders in archival industries and co-create the future of the personal digital archive together. And as a start, today, I will invite you to co-create my poster in the atrium with me. Because as you can see, these are my results sections that are still empty. So what I did, I made 3 statements, yes or no statements, that can be found on a handout that I will share. And you can take home with you. That on one side has these statements that relate to my research, and they are more as conversation starters as necessarily a data collection point. And on the back, you can find more information about my research. And these statements can also be answered through an online form that can be found on the QR code that's on the poster downstairs. And for the form, I used Frama Forms. Maybe some of you know it, but it's an open source project that collects as little data as possible. And I will also, after today, delete all the information I collected on there, because we will visualize the results on this poster through, well, scissors and stickers and that kind of stuff. You'll see. So I'll invite you to come over, scan the QR code, talk with me or with us about the future of the personal digital archive. Thank you.